Well, hello everyone. Here we are the day after Christmas, 2025. Beautiful Florida day. It's a picture of my new driveway I put in. I got tired of having to spend 3 hours digging my truck out of the mud on a rainy day. Got a little pile of dirt here for the spring that was removed from the driveway. I told them just to leave it. I'll spread it around the yard. Now to the point of the video. After my brother and I did the Triumph TR250, I had commented that that was my last major project. However, on my way up to see my brother up in Fernandina, I was slowing down for stop traffic, and unfortunately, while I was in the center lane, the offending driver was in the fast lane and did not slow down nor stop until he hit the pickup truck. After hitting the pickup truck, he proceeded to hit me in the wheel in the side of the car here, which the impact from that spun me 90 degrees into the middle of the interstate, pointing me directly at the pickup truck that he had just hit. I hit him, spun him around 180 degrees where he's parked back in the middle of the interstate in the center lane again, and I went on over into the infield slash medium and parked it. The other unfortunate aspect of it, the offending driver did not have insurance. So, the my insurance company obviously picked it up, and we did settle. Finding a shop in town to do the repairs turned out to be impossible. Even if I wanted to, nobody wanted to touch it, and I wasn't going to let them touch it anyway. So we reached an agreed price. They cut me a check for some money, and now I do have a multi-month project to bring the Cobra back to life. The original manufacturer, Hunter, says while he has retired, he still does have the molds and has tentatively agreed to mold me up some front components here after the holidays. He has family obligations he wanted to go see, and I don't blame him a bit. I've already ordered the radiator. I got the headlight parts coming. I've got the tail light. So mostly I'm waiting on the front nose sections. This is made in several sections. He has the piece here from about here all the way across. He actually has one of those laying in his garage, but I need this hood opening section. So after the first of the year, I'll reach out to him again, see what we can come together on. My backup plan is if he does decide that while retired he doesn't wish to take on a project like this, I wouldn't blame him a bit. I'll reach out to some of the other manufacturers, Factory 5, Shell Valley, somebody. I noticed that they sell wall art where they'll take like a Cobra nose and make it to where you can mount it on the wall of your man cave. And that's just about all I need. I just need a few inches back here. And even if the dimensions aren't exactly the same, it is fiberglass. If I just get it close, I can wing it from there. So that's my plan. I'm going to disassemble things here in a little while and start cutting off some of the bad and see how kind of good I get to put it back. We'll make a little bit of a record of what's going on and see how much dust I can make fly. So once again, thanks for watching. And we're tearing into this thing a little bit. Already got the bumperettes off, the turn signal park lights off. I'm attempting to get the electric fans out. Opening is not quite as uniform as it was when I put them in. Not sure what I'm going to do with this exactly. I priced out some different style. Obviously I need blades if I could try to use this, but I think I might be able to straighten those rails out, and if I can, that'll make some of the repair better because it's already located, the holes are there. It also actually gives me a dimension for how wide it needs to be when it's all done, so we'll see how it does. These bolts I'm taking out here actually support the fiberglass location of the nose, as well as how the hood fits, as far as a little bit of back and forth, but mostly up and down to get it to line up with the glass. The radiator itself is much more heavily mounted. We'll get to that in a little bit. And got the fiberglass mounting bolts out. This is the mounting for the cooling module, as I call it. It takes out a subframe assembly here that holds the radiator, and it's reasonably substantial. So the top of it also holds the hood hinges, so that's a critical area for adjustment to get it to fit. So we'll get this out of here and move on. My idea here is I've got everything loose, and I'm going to try to raise the body off of this module because it's a little too heavy for me and a little too awkward to even when the body or the fiberglass isn't all smashed up to handle it, but I think this might work. And right around here, see, it is going to come out, but I wasn't too confident it was going to stay on my little table. So I went over and found one of my big old wide body clamps. We'll attach it down, give it something to go with. And as we'll see right in a minute, I also neglected to cut all the zip ties off, but I caught it before any serious damage. Alrighty then. And we got the cooling module out. This also locates the front of the body. The height controls the height of the hood gap here. Got a little auxiliary damage here. This hit one of the suspension uprights and scraped the powder coat off. Well, it's not a big deal. I can paint it back, but it was powder coated. This area here, this looks like the biggest part of the heavier structural damage, if you can call it that. I'm going to do some heating and twisting, but it looks like it's localized right there. This side doesn't seem to have any issues. Up here, we got some spider webbing cracks running down where the glass is stressed. I don't think it's deformed too much. I'll grind that out and re-glass it. This area here is going to take some of the most creative work. This is a separate piece in the mold, and then the outer shell is glued to it. But I think I have enough there. I can trim it off, get it all straightened back up, and then glue the fender nose section back into it. The area here, which controls the rack and the front suspension, it does not appear to have taken any damage, so it's a very good thing there. And it doesn't show any damage back here, but there on the top, as I think I pointed out, I'll point it out again, is probably going to be some of the trickiest part. There's a compression area there that, if it was sheet metal, I'd hook a pull post to it and come along and pull it out, but it's not sheet metal, so I may just have to either cut it out or grind it down and build it up, but it's doable. And the back, it's just fiberglass work. There's really no structure. A little bit of cracking inside. Here again, nothing big. Just annoying, but it gives me an opportunity to get rid of some of the road rash from the Daytona days. I'll end up painting a big portion of the car, most likely. I really haven't decided that. I'm just going to kind of wing it, since there's no place to break it off, although I can blend it underneath the side pipes. I've done that before. The repair that I did on it when the tow truck tried to rip the nose off of it when I blew the motor up at Daytona, it looks like it held up better than the original. So that's a good thing. Well, that's it for now. I'm still waiting on confirmation for the body parts. I may start working on the fiberglass in the back, but that's for another day. So once again, thanks for watching.